Have you ever heard of this company here, BOSSCOMM? Well, if you haven't heard much about them, you're going to hear something about them today. They sent me out this scan tool here to just give it a quick overview and to let you guys know a few things about it. And so that's what this video right here is going to focus on. This version right here is the IFIX435, or I like to say it's just IFIX435, and there will be a link to this right here in the description as well. So basically, what is this right here? This here is a all systems code reader. It's not bi-directional. But again, it reads all the all the system modules. It has a DTC library. Oh, and it also has free lifetime updates. So regardless if you have the scan tool now or have it 10 years from now, you can connect it to your Wi-Fi and you will be able to update it just that quick. So in fact, let's just go check that out real quick. So since we're standing, and one other quick thing I'll say before I do that, the screen here, as you can see, it's not touchscreen, just so you know. It got the buttons here on the side and buttons also on here on the side as well. So just to give you a quick overview of what this is, it's like a one-touch. These are one-touch buttons. So this here is a one-touch DTC code library. So if you just want to see what a code is, you can put that code in here and it'll tell you exactly what that code is. Here is a one-touch, well, let's hit escape here. And here is the, hit escape. And then we go over here to F2. That is the one-touch update. And we'll see, I've already connected the Wi-Fi. Should be fully updated, but I'm going to just see if there's anything left to update. And if it is, I'm probably not going to update it. I'm just to show you just how quick, easy it is to update the unit. And again, for some reason, it's just prompting me for my Wi-Fi. So anyway, I'm not going to put my password and all that stuff, and I'm just going to back out. So anyway, and actually it might not even reach the Wi-Fi out here. That's why, although it showed it up, it might be very weak. I'm in my garage now. So I'm gonna just hit escape and back out. So this button here, the F3 button, just shows you product serial number and about. So we hit escape. So let's get right down to the nitty gritty here. So we have the ODB2 here. Which is good to have, because sometimes the manufacturer's code, sometimes you just need good old fashioned OBD2 stuff for like just basic data pits. And then you got settings here, updates here, and the about. So really, only thing we're really interested in here is the diagnostic. So you just take your scan, take this right here, and just highlight it blue with the pad, as it's highlight blue now. Just hit the OK key. And it just goes right into that. So it does have an automatic read function. You just have to go through the first set of cars and just go to whatever manufacturer you want. In this case, I'm in my 2010 Buick, so I highlight Buick and hit OK. And as you'll see, it will go to an automatic read function. We're just going to automatic selection. We're going to hit, we're going to hit OK. Yep, that's my VIN number. Hit OK. We're just going to scan all the modules really quick. Now, I will say that it takes a little while because, again, my car's a little older, and probably because this scan tool takes a little while to scan everything. So I'm going to speed this part of the video up here. So we'll get through this part right here really quick, and we'll get right down to the live data and to some graphs and some other things. So anyway, let me just go ahead and let this go. All right, so basically it has scanned. What it does is, how this works is that it scans all the modules, and then you go into your different system selection and you read the DTC. So it does not display them like in a list format that you're normally used to seeing. Let's just go to system configuration first. It just shows you, I just want to show you this real quick. It's just going to show you just how to basic configuration of the car. But if you go into each system selection right here, for example, in the engine control module, we're going to spend a lot of time in here. We're going to hit OK. And this here is a two-wheel front drive. And we're going to hit read DTC. So all of the DTCs pretty much they're going to show up here. So this right here is a code that it's a historical code of my car. Really, my check engine light is not on. So anyways, you can see codes like this, for example. Let's just back out and we'll hit OK. Also, I'll show you something here in a second. Let me go back to read DTCs. I just want to show you something as well. Actually, down here at the bottom, if you go to print, and just hit the arrow key right here to make it highlight print and hit OK. This thing does have some capabilities to see. It makes a PDF of whatever you have. So it does have some capabilities, but again, you have to take one thing I didn't mention, this thing come preloaded with a 16 megabyte SD card, and you would have to take the SD card out to retrieve these files off of it, for example. But again, this type of scan tool right here, or code reader, is not really going to be meant for somebody generating reports. It's going to this type of scan tool is going to be meant for a DIYer, somebody who's just at home and just need all his system modules read, so he will know, what codes, are pending or actually active in their vehicle. So we're gonna hit OK and hit continue here. Hold on, let's go back down to exit and then hit OK. Now, inspection system information. Let's try this out. We're gonna go here first. Inspection system data, hit OK. I'm just trying to go through here and just show you just what a few things this has to offer before we actually take a look at some live data. Because again, the biggest things you're going to be the scan tool to do is read all modules and graph some data. So this right here is just telling you what has happened throughout this cycle here, and it gives you all of this what's happening with these like ETC sensors, engine cooling temperatures, the air temperature, the barometer, and all of that sort of stuff in terms of your gas tank. So all of these things that are helpful. And for example, your gas tank is good because you have to have between 15 and 85% for some of these function tests to actually work. All right, so let's go back and let's hit inspection maintenance system status data. And meal requested, no. Again, there's lots of other things here you can see, and it shows you what's been completed. So as you can see, everything I have that's enabled has been completed. Catalyst, heated monitor has been completed. And so anyway, basically this is what you would do if you was going to go inspect your car. You wanted to see if all of these, or if not, most of these things have been completed. So then you can go get your inspection. All right, so now let's back out. Now we're gonna let's go ahead and crank the cart real quick. Let me crank this up. Go ahead and fire this up. All right, so now let's go to data lists. This is what we want to see here. Let's go check out some live data. All right, so now we can look at a lot of stuff here: engine data, automatic transmission data, CMP data. So we're just gonna go to the engine data. And there's many things that you can look at. There's a total of 15 things in this list for my car. So I mean, you can just go through lots and lots of stuff. This thing even has shift data on it. That's important. So if your transmission was slipping, for example, you could, let's take a look at that. I think I can go through this way and take a look at it. Let's see. To say, for example, if your transmission was slipping, you might want to know what is what I want to call what gear is requested and the shift time. So you can't go through, it doesn't appear you can go through this, but we're going to take a look at that because I do want to see that actually. So let's go back out to the transmission control module first. I normally go into the ECU, but in this case, I want to see this. Because again, a lot of people forget about that. Let's go to the shift data and hit OK. And we're gonna, and I believe we can graph these as well, but for these, it won't be that interesting because nothing is being shifted here, for example. So Let's see here. Valve solenoid 1 on. Gear command. Yeah, we want to know the gear command. Right now it's in park, so it's in gear command 1. The gear ratio is probably good to know because the gear ratio is going to depend on which gear. For example, this car, I think 4th gear is a 1-to-1 ratio. Then once you get to 5th and 6th gear, that's overdrives. So for example, you probably could see if your car was having some diminishing returns on their gear ratios. You could also take a look at the shift time. So again, now one caveat about this system is that, as you see at the bottom, it says press the function button to select numeric item to live graph. You can only graph 2 things at once. So let's just try. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna try to graph 3, just to show you what'll happen. Where did it go here? There we go. I might have went past. Okay, we're gonna try gear command. Oh, that's the second one. Let's do gear ratio, and it might say. See, if I'm pushing I'm pushing the function button, and nothing is happening over here. So it should just be those 2, 1 and 2, and then we hit OK. You got this graph, and again, this is not that interesting because I'm just making a point that where like the shift time is 0 and the last shift is it didn't graph it here, but it's not really that interesting. But I just wanted to let's see here and hit OK. Gear command, move up and down, move that zooms in and zooms out. If you move it up and down, and no, left and right zooms in and zooms out. There we go. So that's what I'm doing here. Sorry if I moved the camera a little bit, but this is channel 1. This right here is the gear command here. So let's back out of here to select item to show on the live graph. So I hit F function key, and I hit the function key here. All right, so there you have that. So let's back out again. We'll go back to the engine ECM here. Hit OK. We're going to go down to data list, and let's go to. Let's see, can we go down to, let's go to fuel trim data. I like fuel trim data. Fuel trim data actually is quite important. It's one of the most easiest things to diagnose a system with in some cases. So I think if you understand trim, fuel trim, misfires, and your oxygen sensors, that can cover a lot of ground if you're trying to diagnose the issue. Short-term fuel bank 1, let's press the FN key, and the short and the long-term and fuel bank 1, and hit OK. And there you have it. So you see both. Let's zoom out. We're going to go to the right key here. As you see, that's a perfect little graph. As you can see, the short-term fuel trim is bouncing up and down as it should, and the long-term fuel trim is staying pretty steady right here. So if you go left and right, you can zoom in and out. So if you go like this, you can probably figure out which graph works best for you. I think that looks pretty good right there, where you can really see how far it's going up and down below 0. So just to get at another illustration here, let's back out and try to find 2 things that's just moving up and down. Let's go back and go back into, let's see, let's go here to, let's see what's in evap data here. So again, as you can see a lot of stuff with this yeah, this is just straightforward. This is nothing really interesting here. We're going to go back to the engine control model. Maybe let's go back into the engine data here. This is where we're going to find some interesting stuff to graph. Maybe we can find a math sensor here. Let's try a math sensor and maybe accelerator pedal position. Yeah, so there we go. Let's do that one. Okay, so now if we look, it has both names up here. You got green and red. Let's zoom, I guess, out for a second. All right, let me hit the gas. Now I'm gonna hit the gas. See how both of those change right quick? Let's just make that a little bit bigger here. Pull it down on the graph here. As you can see, let's pull it down and make that a little bit bigger. I'm gonna hit it now. See how that kind of ramp like that? And I'm gonna just go steady up real slow with the gas. See how it captured all those events just like that? So there you have it, nice clean graph, and you can see 2 data periods just like that. So with that said, this here has been the BOSSCOMM IFIX435, and is definitely worthy of a look if you are in the market for a new scan tool that you specifically want to read all modules and has a good capability of grafting live data.